It's great though, Rick. Here's what they do. They start off with, please, Mr. Blankfeld, can you tell me how much your electric bill is every month? And then I say, $16. And they go, wait, what? And they say, oh, okay, you already have
must
solar.
already have solar.
You already have solar.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
You know, there's a couple of things that I found in the paper recently. One of them was about solar scams, and this is apparently on the rise. And solar's, you know, it's an important topic for Vegas in the sense that we have, what do we have, 350 days of absolute sunshine here, so we want to take full advantage of that. But there was an article in the paper recently, the headline being "Solar Panel Scams Are on the Rise in Nevada. Here's how to protect yourself." And it was written by our good friend Patrick Blennerhassett over at the RJ back on the 10th of September. And what they're talking about is that solar panel scam, and I'm going to read right from the article to start off. Solar panel scams are on the rise in the state, according to NCSB. There were 38 complaints made in 2021. That number then jumped to 106 in 2022, 273 in 2023, and sits at 211 so far this year. Roughly 455% increase from 2021. Most of the victims of scammers' targets are adults 60 years or older. You know, it's like, you ever see that movie Tin Men? Did you ever see that movie?
I have.
The guys selling the siding back in Baltimore back in the 50s and 60s. These guys were such scam. I mean, they were, the same scams are working today with solar.
Well, it's the same age group.
They're going after the elderly. They are. They're going after people who don't understand or know or don't care to, and it's really a shame. And so what we're seeing is that there's a chart in here, and I thought this chart was interesting because they really are talking about the age of the complainant in this chart, and they're looking at people who are 60 plus, of which I'm one, apparently. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna say how far I am, but I'm 60 plus anyway. Complaints against residents are on the rise statewide. And back in 2021, there were only 13 by 60 plus and 25 by under. 2022, that jumped to 58 60 plus. Now in 2023 is 124. This year so far 105.
So roughly half every year is what it kind of looks like.
Give or take, about half of the people. And it's, I guess it's just easy for them to do it. I mean, it just seems a shame. But one of the things you want to look out for, and this is, they're trying to tell you how to avoid it. One of the biggest parts of this, if they ask for a huge upfront investment, it's a problem. And they say, and quote, an upfront investment of tens of thousands of dollars is likely. While there's no cost to the sun, collecting energy for electricity is not free. It typically can take a system anywhere from 5 to 10 years to pay for itself. However, if you think about it in terms of return on investment, you may see returns of 7 to 10%. So if they're asking you for a lot more than that, that's a problem.
Right.
You know that right off the bat.
And I mean, we deal with solar a lot from the title and escrow side, so I can tell you that we're seeing more and more solar. More people are doing it, which I think is great. I think solar itself,
I'm a solar user.
Done the correct way, explained the right way. I've had 4 different people come out to my house, and not one of them were the same. So I think that's part of the quote when you get into this scam type of language. You know, one, I think not only are the public's not educated, but also the people selling it, they're not as educated as maybe their manager or supervisors, whoever it is, because they're just told, knock on the door, you know, measure the roof and come back with a plan.
Yeah.
And here's how much it's going to be. So it's a lot of it is door-to-door sales, but at the same time, you know, it's a need that people want to have. I would love to get solar on my home as well.
Right.
And make it work the right way for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and in the article he talks about, and this is one of the things that we were just discussing, Nevada law stipulates that a down payment for any residential project must be either 10% of the total contract or $1,000, whichever is less. So $1,000 is the most you're going to put down on a project. So to safeguard your investment, avoid paying a contractor more than this amount up front. So start with that.
Right, that's the upfront fee. You might have to pay them more once it's installed, but that's just to lock in the.
That's to get the project started.
Yeah,
that's to get the project started. And so you want to be cautious and careful about how you're dealing. And there's guys knocking door to door. There's phone calls. There's texts. I have a solar system. I get calls probably once a month at least for somebody wanting to sell me a solar system. And and it's a nuisance. They start. It's great though, Rick. Here's what they do. They start off with, "Please, Mr. Blankfeld, can you tell me how much your electric bill is every month?" And then I say $16, and they go, well, wait, what? And they say, oh, okay, you already have
must
solar.
already have solar.
You already have solar. And there you go.
I mean, in your case, and a lot of people that I've talked to through the closing table with solar, it's great. I mean,
yeah. I think to look at when you're in a transaction involving solar. Look, first of all, do your diligence. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. But
Right.
But 99 times out of 100, it's better than just straight electric. I mean, there are some solar lease programs out there that are kind of shifty and shady, and they keep
Right.
accelerating and so forth. But for the most part, if you have solar as part of your home, your electric costs go down. Period.